the vagueness of the contract, the terms in the specifications in the contract were so vague, it gave the contractor discretion to define what those standards would be.
Speaking of vagueness, Mr. Walker, when we, you were talking about back in 2004, and in your testimony you said despite documented problems in the schedule, performance, cost control, and contract administration throughout the first year, the program executive officer, and who is that, by the way, awarded the contract an overall rating of 87%, which fell in the very good range. And this is what I'm concerned about. And then it says this rating resulted in an award fee of $4 million of the maximum $4.6 million. That's like a bonus. Is that right?
That's correct.
Help me with this.
Well, this is another.
I mean, our constituents are looking. They're trying to figure out. It'll take them a half a lifetime to make $4 million. We got boats that aren't even floating, and they're trying to figure out why is somebody getting a bonus.
This is another example of a systemic problem. The government has a number of contract provisions that provide for incentive and award fees, but many times those provisions provide for those incentive and award fees based upon attitude and effort rather than outcomes. And one of the things that has to happen is that we need to focus these incentive and award fees on cost, schedule, performance, outcome-based indicators. I
got to stop you there.
No problem.
I beg you to tell me, what do you mean getting a bonus based on attitude? Because
what I mean is,
so a lot of people like to know.
What I mean by that is, the contractor did what they were supposed to do. They produced this particular document. They did something that resulted in an output within the time frames. They were cooperative. They worked together in a constructive fashion with the related government officials, but not necessarily outcome based. And that's the problem. Clearly defining on what basis there are going to be incentive and award fee pays. By the way, I think we need two other things. We also need to have exit clauses in contracts. If things aren't going the way that they should be going, we ought to be able to pull the plug, and the taxpayer shouldn't have to pay a dime.
If you had an exit, Mr. Walker, I want you to get to number two.
Yeah.
But if you had an exit clause here, would you be recommending to the Congress that the plug be pulled? I mean, irrespective of somebody great like Admiral Allen.
We haven't finished our work. We're going to be issuing a report on Deepwater in the near future. I don't really want to speculate on that. The other thing that we need, Mr. Cummings, is in addition to incentive and award fees for good, positive performance, we need penalties short of exit clauses. You need to have a balance. We don't have a balance.
So right now, we've got a lot of disputes, but we don't have the mechanisms contractually to even address them. Is that what you're saying?
In all too many cases, that's true.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.